Thank you, Team 3, for being our first Report Out volunteers. Kaisha, I've seen that on your concept map you put in caused by. Could I see what does the rest of the teams think? Is caused by something that you felt was important to note about diseases? Okay, can I see a show of hands? If everybody has caused by, would you raise your hand? Okay, Team 6. Okay, you don't have caused by? Okay, Jonathan, what do you mean? Okay, you use the term started by. Okay, I think that probably means about the same thing. So it seems that everybody has caused by as one of the important things they would look at under diseases. Okay, Kaisha, it seems as though you know how to use that feature up at the top. Right, it lets you put in all of the different bubbles quite quickly. Okay, I see you've got some of your list. Okay, and you're continuing to add more. Thank you. Thank you, Kaisha. I see you've put all of the ideas there, the main ones that everybody came up with. Why'd you move them over? Right, now that makes sense. Yeah, we're going to have other categories, I think, when the different teams report out. Okay, these do look like some of the most general things that seem to cause disease from what you know already. And so I agree. Thank you very much, Taisha. Team 3 has made their big contribution. You can take a seat now, and we'll see what other teams have come up with. Thank you, Troy. You did a good job of reporting out for Team 6. And I think the class pretty much agrees that you found important categories. Okay, we didn't all have these categories to begin with, but can I see a show of hands? Do these seem to be the key categories that we want to investigate? Danielle, what do you think? Are you going to be part of this? Okay, good. I'm glad you agree. I'm also very glad that you came up with ways to control, because you're going to find out soon that this is going to be an important project that we're going to be doing, and we're going to be looking at ways we can control the spread of disease. And you're going to be helping out some other parts of the world, so that's going to be key. So Troy, you can sit down now. You did a great job, and now we'll get up some of the other teams to look at some more categories that we can analyze under these. I'd like to thank all the teams now. Looking at our bubbled out map, I think we have a good roadmap for where we're going to go. And you've really already shown me that you have a lot of these categories, some of which, right, you got from middle school. And also, right, there's lots of movies about diseases. And some are accurate, some have some inaccuracies in them. But we're going to be doing our own investigation now. And I do agree with you that we've had a lot of problems that we've heard about. Right after the earthquake in Haiti, there were a lot of issues with disease. After the tsunami in Japan. So this really is part of current events. It's not just history. This is affecting the world today. So I think we have a good starting point for the research we'll be doing over the next 2 weeks. I did add a few more things to the bubbled out map. We're going to be actually doing some of that disinfecting and heating. There are going to be some labs, And we're actually going to be working on a project that will be applied to a group in Haiti right now. And some of these things we'll look at later. So I expanded this because we are going to keep this map as a resource to guide us in our work over the next 2 weeks. Okay, I made this a little bit bigger so that you can see what we're doing. And I'll show you how to do these things with the maps. Right, okay, you probably do already know how to do a lot of this, but what I'll do is for anybody who doesn't know how to add these icons or change these colors like I did, I'll give a little tutorial, and maybe you just help each other. We're going to be looking at the different health practices, and we're going to be sharing that information with Haiti, that's just suffered from an earthquake, and there's also a group in Africa that's looking into sanitation issues. So we'll be working on these over the next 2 weeks, and we'll get more into the genetics and the immunology aspects of this later in another unit. So keep that in mind. We're not going to do it in this unit, but we'll be doing that in about a month. Now, Susan, I'd like you to come up. You didn't get a chance at the computer yesterday, so it's going to be your turn now. I'm saving this into a file, and it's going to be on my computer, but I'd like you to hook it up to our class website so that as each team's working during the rest of the week, I want you to go back to this. This will be our roadmap to keep us on target for what we're doing for research and to help us think about the experiments we're going to do this week. So can you do that for me? Okay, thank you. Yes, it's important we keep those tools in one place for you folks and for some that missed class today. Okay, thank you.